Reservists. The United States Army Organized Reserve Corps presents Eddie Skrivanek and his orchestra. Miss Marion Morgan. The world-famed Sextette from Hunger. And our special guest in this new musical Salute to Reservists. The Organized Reserve Corps of the United States Army to guard America in peace and in war presents this special salute to the thousands of men and women veterans of World War II. This is your program, dedicated to your future security and the security of your country. It's Eddie Skrivanek and his orchestra with our number one guest and entertainment for all. Heard in the United States over more than 1,000 radio stations, this is our Salute to Reservists. Now, here's the Commander-in-Chief of our operation, Eddie Skrivanek.
Thank you, Charles Arlington, and welcome everyone to our half hour for the ORC.
Say, Eddie, I, for one, am really enthused about our program today. I mean about the lineup of talent and so on. Why, do you know it's enough to make a fella jump up and down with glee, carry him completely away, make his hair stand on end.
Wait a minute, Charles, wait a minute. Are you sure you're feeling all right? Sit down here, my lad, and relax. Now, what's all this about?
Well, Eddie, I feel all right. Just this. We've really got something to crow about. Why, there's the lovely Marion Morgan here with us again on the show. Gets a fellow all excited, you know.
That's for sure. I can't disagree with you there, Charles. Marion is with us again. But what about your being carried away? I don't get it.
Carried away, Eddie? Why, that music. And, of course, our special guest, too. Why, there's the fabulous Sextette from Hunger and their time-honored Dixieland Jazz, and then, too, our number one guest. That carries me away.
You mean our guest singing star, Larry Stevens. Yes, he's here, as is the Sextette. What's this business about your hair standing on end? I don't get it.
Oh, that's very simple, Eddie. The whole picture, you see, makes a fellow all excited, makes his hair stand on end. Well, I could actually...
Wait a minute, Charles. That should be about all, I think.
No, Eddie, not quite all. That's just the beginning.
Well, get your hand out of my pocket and let's get going. We got to get out of this, but quick.
You mean with the downbeat, Eddie?
I mean with a downbeat. Boys?
That was the full orchestra and an arrangement of Stumbling. This is our Salute to Reservists show, dedicated to a safe and secure America and to all men and women veterans of World War II.
You're so right, Charles, and here to carry on our cause, the lovely Miss Marion Morgan, who joins us on the vocal side of a new tune, Tonight Is Ours.
it will be our sweetest memory. Tonight is
Thanks, Marion Morgan. That was wonderful. Marion Morgan and one of Eddie Skrivanek's own contributions, Tonight is Ours. Eddie, you see, is a songwriter, too. And, Eddie, you know, that was really a swell number.
Well, thank you, Charles, and I hope the folks feel the same. Now, next.
Next, the favorites of the GIs, the famous Five and a Friend from Dixieland. First, though, this important message for all. Today, we salute the Army's Reserve Officer Training Corps. The idea of military training in colleges, now officially named the ROTC, started way back in 1819 for the purpose of fitting young men for their duties as citizens. To date, the Corps has contributed more than 150,000 officers to the armed forces of the United States. In time of war, it's ROTC graduates who immediately flock to the service, providing the Army with large numbers of trained leaders. In time of peace, it's ROTC graduates who lead and train the Army's reserve, keeping them strong and alert. Truly, the Reserve Officers Training Corps plays a vital part in the present and future defense of our country. Active units are located in more than 237 schools and colleges throughout the land. The Organized Reserve Corps is proud to honor its brother in arms, the ROTC, and to encourage students everywhere to join their nearest unit and become an ROTC cadet. And now, here's the moment we've all been waiting for, friends, when time-honored Dixieland jazz takes on new life, when the famed Five Young Men and a Friend let loose. And here they are to do just that, the Sextette from Hunger. Say, Eddie, if you put down the six strings there for a moment, I would have some words with you.
Thou wouldst, Charles? Well, fire away when ready, lad.
And fire I will. You know, Eddie, you've been featuring Five and a Friend in the Sextette from Hunger on records, upon the wireless, and in particular our reservist show for many a day now, and I kind of think you ought to bring the patrons kind of up to date on the who's who and what's what with the organization.
You mean the who's who and the what's what?
That I do, Eddie.
Well, all right, being that you've taken time to inquire, I'll take time to tell. There's George Thau on trumpet, one of the finest, I believe, in the land. And Joe Uckel on trombone. He's tops. That's the brass section.
Uh-huh, that's two of them. Do I hear more?
You do. There's Blake Reynolds on clarinet, really an artist in his own field. And Bob Conselman on drums, Mr. Drums himself. On bass is Father Bass, Don Hopkins. And finally, our singing piano man of much fame at the keys, Charlie LeVere. And there you have it.
Well, that's really a lineup of talent, believe me. But, Eddie, you've forgotten one important thing.
Yes, Charles? How so?
Well, you've mentioned just about everyone in the Sextette from Hunger, but who's the friend? You know, the Five and a Friend. Come clean, Edward.
Well, that I'd kind of hope to keep quiet, but if you must know, you must, I suppose. I'm the culprit on guitar and banjo.
But now that we know who's who and what's what do you say we hear some more from the Who's-Its and the What's-Its, huh?
Sure enough, here's the complete ensemble and a little hopeless opus pretty much on the corn side. Ready, boys?